Hey guys, Stuart Piddle on the Most Targeted Citizen. It's about, what time is it, Mason? 8:15? 8:20? For the last, what time is it? 8:44. This is the Longview Police Department if you want to listen. 8:44 and I'm in a third world country. I can't even sit in my recliner and hear my TV because of the circus music coming from next door. Do, 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 do. Where they've got their minivan backed up right here underneath my pine trees with their stereo blasting and 4 or 5 illegal alien men who don't speak a speck of English on the front porch smoking cigarettes, drinking beer, and having a good time. So all the people notice and say, oh, you're a racist. You don't like that. No, I'm not a racist. I just don't like breaking the law. I don't like people that break the law. And right now, and they have been disturbing my peace for about 3 weeks now. I guess they ran all the women out. Now, I'm not going to say what I know that house is and the operation that's happening in conjunction with our federal government. Not only enabling it, but paying for it to happen. Their symbiotic relationship with the guys down past the border that are really, really dangerous. I'm not going to say any of that. But I'm going to say the best way, if you're going to do something that you probably shouldn't do in the United States of America, it's best to lay low, stay under the radar, and don't start a war with me. Because as Longview Police Department knows, and the sheriff and all the feds that like to mess with me and stalk me every day from airplanes and drones and everything else, the ones that break in my house and steal everything we have and vandalize all my things like they did my Ranger when they drained all the transmission fluid out the other night that you didn't know about. Friday night when we went to my daughter's birthday party, they drained all the transmission fluid out of the Ranger. So, if you know that I know the law and I abide by the law, just think about how polite I actually am in this scenario. Because in this exact scenario, there are 1,000 things I could do that are abhorrent, that are rude. See, look, like right now, this is what they do. This is how many come and go all the time. They park right out in the middle of the road, right in front of my house, and sit there all night long. Look. All day, all night long, this is what these people do. All day, all night long, in and out. I'm going to turn around to my driveway now. It's non-stop, this harassment. So, if you know everything that my mind can think of to escalate this situation, which I got nothing to live for anyway. So just know that I am being above and beyond polite to my neighbors because I respect my neighbors. I would never do anything to upset my neighbors. I feed my neighbors. I help my neighbors work on their cars when they're broke down. I trim their trees. I pick up their trash. The trailer down in the field down there, the land that I'm trespassed from, guess what? I'm trespassed from it. So now that guy is losing his home because he can't afford to keep the grass mowed because I can't help him do it anymore. So now a family has lost their home because of Longview Police Department unlawfully trespassed me. Now, as soon as I get out of this house, which is going to be very soon, I pray that somebody will sell me a piece of land because I have the money to do it. I pray that I can get out of here so I can start my little lawsuit with the chief of police who threatened my First Amendment right, a 1983 Title 241 and 242 lawsuit. That's coming, by the way. Now, the best way to delay or even deter me from filing that civil rights lawsuit would be to say, you know what? We like it when Stuart Piddle's quiet. We like it when we're not in fear of him. I remember he said, oh, you didn't hear the recording, did you? Maybe I'll play that recording for everyone and share it with all the major First Amendment channels and all the major lawyer channels on YouTube with the phone number and all that information. They would love to hear a sheriff threatening my freedom of speech. the number two man scaring and terrifying my son standing in front of my house taking pictures, and then the sheriff saying, well, you know the First Amendment, we have the right to take pictures, don't we? So I would suggest, and I'll make a plea, because guess what? Law enforcement never has done a thing to the illegal on the backside that has flooded my yard, the illegal on the backside that has a collie that barks when? All the time, nonstop, day and night. They've done nothing about that, and I haven't been overly vocal because I'm just biting my tongue, trying to stay quiet, trying to keep the peace until I can go. I'm literally trying to make my escape from Longview. But when this continues, because last week I come outside 11:45 on a Sunday night, I had to go out on the front porch in my underwear and scream at the illegal aliens. I'm done raising my voice. I'm going to go up from, as law enforcement like to do, this is going to be a tier 2 detention. And if you can't hear the music, can you hear it, Mason? It literally rattles the windows in my home.
I can hear it with the TV wide open.
So, Longview PD, I suggest you make a visit, because, you didn't do anything when they cut my trees. You didn't do anything when the owner pulled a machete on me. Did he pull a machete on me?
Yep.
Mason was sitting right there watching. Now, I think it's dumb to come to a gunfight with a knife. I think that's stupid. But I would like to think that the owner and I have progressed from that moment. But if you want Stuart Pidlong to start getting loud, I suggest the City of Longview Police Department step in and tell the illegal aliens that are all in that house 24 hours a day, his cars run around nonstop. The minivan doesn't stop long enough to make me irritated. So I suggest you guys pay a visit, get an interpreter, and say, we've had complaints about your loud music. Por favor, turn it down. The degradation and the death of a fallen nation. This is America, all over America, where we're literally being invaded and the people have lost their rights of freedom and their rights to pursuit of happiness. I am not happy. God bless. Let's not let the fireworks fly, Chief.